Joe in East Brunswick. How are you, Joe?
Hi, Greg. It's Joe. I'm not your orthodontist, but I just wanted to say thank you again, like some of the previous callers said, for kind of making something that seems to be complex, kind of breaking it down in the nuts and bolts. And I think a lot of things today people overanalyze and they miss the big picture. And I believe, you're absolutely right in your buy and hold strategy. I just had a question because there's been a lot of buzz lately about how the real estate markets have been beaten down in other parts of the world, like South America, for instance, and in Paraguay and places like that where you can buy condos and stuff. And I know all of the property management is difficult the further you are away, but do you have any thoughts on whether or not there's an investment opportunity elsewhere besides the United States?
Yeah, I do have a thought about it, but I don't have any interest in it personally, and I don't recommend it. And only because, like I said, the name of my company is Own America, right? Your property rights that you have here are just a little bit different than the property rights you have even in other free countries. All right, it is guaranteed in the Bill of Rights that if you own property, including real estate, that it can't be taken away from you without due process. In fact, they go so far, for example, if you get into a fight in the street, which I'm sure, Joe, you sound like a mild-mannered guy, never going to happen. But if you got into a fight in the street, you can defend yourself to a certain extent. But if somebody comes on your front lawn and messes with you, tries to get in your front door, you can blow them away. Okay? You have rights. It basically is tantamount to self-defense if somebody is just trying to walk through your door uninvited and unwelcomed. Okay? Now, don't anybody call me from law enforcement and tell me that I'm wrong, because maybe I am slightly wrong about being able to get off scot-free if you blow somebody away in your front yard. But the point is, the property rights in the U.S., and by the way, I'd ask you two questions, Joe. Where are the money people from across the world making their investments right now? All right, American real estate is one of the hottest investments for people overseas who want to plant their seeds someplace where they know it's going to grow. And secondly, which is the country on this planet that has the biggest immigration challenge right now? All right, those are tenets. Our population growth is not just dependent on the birth rate. It's also dependent on the fact, or reliant on the fact, that people want to come here. They want to come here for the opportunity. They want to come here for the freedom. And all of those things make it so that no matter what happens, no matter how bad this little short-term forest fire we've been dealing with for the last couple of years in the economy is, no matter how bad that is, it doesn't stop the tide from turning. And the tide is population growth, freedom in America. And so I say own America. I don't know about Paraguay, because I don't know if I have no idea what the politics are like in Paraguay, but some of these countries make me nervous because they change their minds, and maybe it's not as stable of a place, certainly not as stable as the U.S.
Right. I just actually had a friend who had a place. She had bought an investment condo in Mexico. Beautiful, beautiful place. But just with the politics and all of the drug wars and everything that are going on, Americans 100% stopped going there in the past year. And she just sold it just now. She said I couldn't do it anymore because she was paying and nobody was renting it for like 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah. So, Joe, I hope that helps. It's all about owning America, my friend. That's where the smart stuff is.